Football is not a game of absolutes. It's a game of possibilities, hope, and dynamism that best suits the dreamers and the eternal optimists who refuse to settle and always keep pushing the boundaries of what if. Arsenal Football Club has seen many of such, not the least of which is a certain young Frenchman who arrived in the summer of 1999 for a club record £11 million after a short and unremarkable spell playing on the wing for Italian giants Juventus. Life at Arsenal was quite hard at the beginning for this young prodigy. He didn't score in his first 8 appearances. Thierry Henry knew something had to change. His decision was made. That morning, he will go into Arsene Wenger's office at London Colney training ground and tell him that he didn't want to play as a striker anymore. But by the time Henry arrived for training, he had changed his mind. He decided to give the new position another try, and the rest, as they say, is history. He ended his first season at Arsenal with an impressive goal tally of 26 goals and went on to score a record 228 goals for Arsenal. He is truly one of the standout players of his generation and, in my opinion, the greatest player the Premier League has ever seen. Fast forward to the summer of 2023, and Arsenal beat off stiff competition from Manchester City and Bayern Munich to sign another burgeoning talent in the name of Declan Rice. West Ham probably saw this coming. Arteta clearly liked their player and couldn't wait to weave him into his team for the coming season. Thomas Partey, Arsenal's midfield conductor-in-chief in the previous season, had dipped off alarmingly at the critical business end of the season, and Arsenal were gazumped to the title by Manchester City, who went on to win the treble. Arteta clearly wanted to address that position, and he prioritized Declan Rice, who was signed for a whopping £105 million, a new club record. When asked about this transfer, Arteta waxed lyrical about the qualities of his new signing. It's his leadership, his aura, the experience he already has in the league. He's going to bring to the team a different dimension, I think. He has the physical qualities we were missing for a while as well. That is why we had to do what we had to do to get him, because it was really important for us to get him. Declan Rice's stats in the Arsenal shirt so far have been absolutely remarkable. 7 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League alone. Arguably, no Premier League midfielder has been more dominant than him this season. Not Man City's Rodri, nor Liverpool's McAllister can lay a glove on him, as brilliant as both players have been. Apart from his untiring physical contribution, Rice has brought an added positivity and belief to this Arsenal side. He has been inspirational box to box when breaking up players at number 6 or bombing forward into attacking positions to score or provide assists. This side of his game has drawn comparisons with a Premier League legend who played only one game for Arsenal. Yaya Toure had the build and languid touch of Patrick Vieira, and even started that game in central midfield and was wearing Arsenal's number 4 shirt. Wenger went on to describe his overall display as completely average. However, he was still keen on signing him. But as they waited for the passport application, the player's shrewd agent, Dimitri Seluk, persuaded him that his best opportunities lay elsewhere. On his advice, Yaya Toure moved to Ukraine to play for Metalurg Donetsk, and Arsenal lost the whole chance of sealing the deal. He later moved to Olympiacos, and then Monaco, and then Barcelona, before joining Manchester City's Mansour Revolution in 2010. His stats in his first season at Man City are quite impressive and strikingly mirror Rice, averaging about 7 goals a season. But then, in his 6th season, something happens. We see a dramatic surge with an astonishing return of 20 goals. This would be considered an excellent goal haul by a striker, but for a midfielder to reach 20 Premier League goals in a season is absolutely flabbergasting. It's a feat that has only been achieved by a mere handful of players, according to StatMuse, including the indefatigable Frank Lampard, who hit 22 goals for Chelsea in the 2009-2010 season. To be honest, some players on this list like Son Heung-min and Cole Palmer cannot be considered as midfielders. Surprisingly, the Ivorian still didn't win the PFA Player of the Year award. He was pipped to that by Luis Suarez of second-place Liverpool, with Chelsea wizard Eden Hazard winning the Young Players Award. There's a feeling among football fans and his former teammates alike that Yaya Toure has not received enough recognition as a Premier League legend. Samir Nasri, who played with him at City, said, "If Yaya was Argentinian or Brazilian, everyone will talk about him. Everyone. A guy like Yaya, he has won every trophy. He's always there. Tell me one defensive midfielder who can go forward like him, who can score 16 or 17 goals in a season. Tell me one, and then we can talk. Now, you ask again, what was behind this upswing in productivity? We don't have the benefit of all or nothing documentary from this season, so we could be left to our own analysis and conclusion as to what caused this epic spike in form. Luckily, Yaya Toure himself spoke about it. He revealed the moment that sparked his incredible 2013-2014 season for Man City. Toure revealed that Manuel Pellegrini, the then City manager, deserves a huge amount of credit for his form that year, for allowing him to express himself freely and flourish in his new role. Speaking to coach's voice, Toure said, "It was only at City that I discovered my best position. I'd played all over previously, including a centre-back for Barcelona, when we won the Champions League in the final in 2009. But at City, playing as a box-to-box midfielder or as a number 10, I found the positions that were best for me." Pellegrini saw his central midfielders as the most important players on the pitch, and he told me to go wherever I wanted to influence the game, because Fernandinho would be there to cover for me. He pushed me, gave me more responsibility. He wanted us to run with the ball and attack the goal. The parallels between Rice and Yaya are perhaps accentuated by Rice's own admission in that Goal.com surprise interview that he is Yaya Toure's biggest fan, and he studies his game alongside that of other midfield greats like Patrick Vieira in order to propel his game forward. Arsenal fans can be allowed to imagine what the possibilities could be if Arteta followed Pellegrini's blueprint and decided to unleash Declan Rice to drive forward through the midfield and attack the box with all the energy, skill and verve that has come to be associated with him. We know that he has an impressive range of shots in his locker. He can smash them in from 20-40 yards like he did against West Ham. He is quite clinical in the box, as showcased by his goal against Manchester United and his angled shot against Bournemouth. He has good heading ability, as demonstrated by his last gasp goal at Luton away. He is also a very good dead ball specialist, so he can score from free kicks as well. It's quite intriguing that Thomas Partey, the player who many Arsenal fans thought Rice was to replace, is the same player who has demonstrated that he can be the perfect midfield partner for Rice. He can be what Fernandinho was for Yaya, that player who covers the defensive duties and allows Rice to move forward freely. The only obstacle here is that Partey is notoriously injury prone and may not be available for a full season. That is where Everton's midfield strongman Amadou Onana comes in. He is extremely good at interceptions, ball recovery, tackles and clearances. He can single-handedly cover the defensive midfield and allow Rice the attacking freedom. He will however not come cheap, with an estimated price tag of £60 million. Arsenal will also, according to Fabrizio Romano, need to fend off competition from the likes of Manchester United, Tottenham and Barcelona. Another player who fits the same profile is Monaco midfielder Youssouf Fofana. Arsenal fans had the opportunity to view him up close when Arsenal played Monaco in the Emirates Cup last summer. He was very impressive. So over to you. What do you think about the idea of freeing up Rice to play a more attacking role? Please write in the comment section and let me know. Do you think he can be as impactful as Yaya Toure was? Let me also know which of these three players, in your opinion, will provide the best defensive cover for Rice and Arsenal next season. Do we keep Partey, or should we get Amadou Onana from Everton? Or is it Youssouf Fofana from Monaco? If you have another name whom in your opinion could do better, please let me know as well. If you have enjoyed this content, kindly please subscribe to our channel and like the video to help us grow this channel and continue to produce more of such exciting content. That's it from us for now. You can catch up on other videos on this channel. Till next time, God bless you. Adios.